Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an author and addiction recovery coach, life coach, minister, and host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version of this if you go to YouTube under the channel Take Your Life Back Today show. Do you ever have unmet expectations? Then the kingdom of heaven will be like this. 10 bridesmaids took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. When the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them. But the wise, they took the flasks of oil with their lamps. As the bridegroom was delayed, all of them became drowsy and slept. In Matthew 25, 1 through 5. In Matthew 25, Jesus tells a story about a wedding feast that doesn't go according to plan. Preparations have been made. The bride and her servants are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the groom, which in the ancient world would signal the beginning of the feast as he led his bride and her attendants joyfully back to his home. Yet the groom is nowhere to be found, and therefore at the heart of this story lies a question. How should the servants respond when the groom is delayed? By extension, what do you do when things do not go the way you want them to go or the way you expect them to go? I've heard it said that one of the greatest causes of frustration and exhaustion in the Christian life is unmet expectations. We think and are convinced God will do one thing, and then when he doesn't, we're left disorientated and even bitter, unable to understand why things didn't go according to plan. This unmet expectation can be so profound that we stop looking for Christ, the groom, altogether. As this story unfolds, this is precisely what we find. Half of the servants remain attentive and prepared, trusting that the groom would eventually arrive, and when he did, they were ready. The other half, perhaps jaded and angered by his delay, stopped looking and stopped preparing, assuming that if needed, they could rely on the preparations of others. It is the last temptation that I find to be remarkably relevant for our particular time and place in history. We have greater access to Christian resources and books than any generation that has ever lived. There are likely dozens of faithful Christian communities within just a few miles of your home, and yet it is possible to go your entire life surrounded by faithful Christians and even be greatly familiar with Christian life, and yet at the end have Christ himself say, "I do not know you," in Matthew 25:12. Do not neglect the call of God upon your life. Do not let the momentary burdens and challenges of life lull you to sleep and leave you unprepared for the groom's arrival. Keep your lamps burning in expectation of one who brings peace, one who brings joy and forgiveness. For in just a little while, he who is coming will come and will not delay, in Hebrews 10:37. Here's a prayer. Father, even if in our weariness and exhaustion, we long to see you and prepared at your arrival. Give us the courage to continue to wait with our hearts filled with faith and trust in your goodness and in your love. In your name, amen. Call me at 844-405-HELP, because together you and I, we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves. Always be good to each other. Remember, a simple smile to anyone can change their life and can make a difference in your life. Unmet expectations. We go through them all the time. The key is to be patient and let God guide and direct you and your life. May God bless you.